Hello everyone, this is Parvati here from Paro's Craftology. Today we'll be doing a steampunk tag using Craftreat chiplets. So I've used the gear chiplets here, and to start the process I've used a MDF tag, and on top of that, to create a background texture I've used multiple cloth tags and just distressing the edges using scissors like so. These are just randomly cut in no particular fashion. I just wanted to create that rough texture to the background. And now on to the chiplet. So I'm planning to use the entire chiplet because it's not that big, and I think I'll need as many gears as possible to make my tag. I've cut them out in the desired manner, and now I'm creating my background texture. So I'm just layering them randomly on top of each other, on by the sides, etc. Howsoever suited me at that particular moment. This is a great way actually of creating your own backgrounds and textures. Now adding the chiplets, again trying to form an alignment or a flow. I have decided that I'll have it left aligned. And to add depth, I'm using small pieces of cardboard. That actually helps in creating height to our project, so it'll look as though they are layered one below the other, which is what is intended. So while doing mixed media, one thing to keep in mind is that you need to fix how you want your alignment to be, or your flow to be. Mixed media is all about composition and how you are placing your elements basically. And well, it depends on the artist too. There are people who spread it across and they are happy with it. For me at least, it should have a particular style or a flow to the project. Okay, so the next step I'm doing is priming my entire tag. So this actually is dependent on artist to artist. Some people do it individually. I also prefer doing individual priming, but depending on the time available, not necessarily every time you'll have that patience, so you might actually go about with the composition and then prime the entire thing. Just ensure that you are reaching all the gaps. Now I'm on to adding colors. So the first color I added was Opulent Olive from Craftreat. It's a chalk paint. And now to the second color, Pleasant Papaya. Chalk pens are actually very fast drying, so you need not necessarily heat dry each layer or anything, and I wanted the colors to blend in slightly towards the edges, so that's the reason why you won't see me you know heat drying it in between. It is not a necessary step either. You can see how beautifully those three colors are blending in. I think the red shade is called Red Velvet, and it's a beautiful blood red kind of color. Now to add more texture, I'm adding some rust base. So a rusty tag should have some rusty textures and colors, right? So I am going ahead and adding some rust here. Now another tip to keep in mind is that when you're having a black or a dark background, it is always better, especially towards your focal element, try to give a light base so that your focal element stands out. Or if it is a light background project, then around the focal element try to give a bit of darker shade, so that your focal element actually stands out. So that's a tip for you. Now if you see, I am actually using this rust base to combine the entire elements and tone the colors down. Now I am ensuring that I am adding that rust base almost every possible place I want it. And now the next step I'm doing here is edging my tag. I'm tagging a black archival ink to do this, so that there's a gradient of shades from black to brown, then to red, to a pleasant orange, and then finally to olive. Now adding some metallic charms. Again I have chosen some gear metallic charm and then a heart charm. No project is actually complete without some white splatters, right? Especially when it's that steampunk kind of project, those splatters actually makes a big difference. And to hold our tag together, I created this ribbon myself by adding some Lindy sprays. It was just a cotton cloth that I took and then I sprayed the different shades that matched our tag and created that ribbon for myself. Now as a last step, I'm adding some art pebbles. I colored them using some metallic sprays, and finally now adding some sentiments. Again, to match the entire tag, I'm edging those sentiments too, so that they don't look out of place. So I've used dare to fail and explore as my sentiments, and that's my tag, and some close-up looks of it. Hope you guys enjoyed watching the entire process video. Till we meet again, it's Parvati signing off. Bye bye.